You were telling me about your day, then forgot where you began. I reminded you and heard you laugh. You said, right, that's where I was. Nothing happened worth remembering. Still, I wanted every part. Then I talked until I caught myself and said, sorry, I've gone on. You said I should get some sleep. I said, yeah, you're probably right. But neither of us says goodbye, and somehow we keep talking. We say goodnight, then start again. One more thing we meant to say. You make me laugh, I lose the time, and neither one of us pulls away. I like knowing when it gets this late. You're the one I wanna call. We say goodnight, then start again, like we don't mind waiting at all. I used to keep most things to myself, and honestly I liked it that way. I still love a little time alone. That part of me has never changed. But now the smallest things can happen, and I already know what I'll do. I'll save the part that made me smile, because I wanna tell it to you. Sometimes I say I'm talking too much. You say I like hearing you talk. Then somehow another minute passes, and neither one of us hangs up. We say goodnight, then start again. One more thought, another laugh. I never knew a little call could become my favorite part. We don't have to talk for hours or tell each other everything. Still, we always seem to find one more reason not to end the call. I still like time on my own, and I think we're better that way. But I love being the one you still want when you're winding down. And when there's nothing left to tell me, we don't have to fill the time. You don't even have to say much. I just like knowing you're still there. We say goodnight, then start again, and I still don't wanna be first. So if you laugh and tell me you hang up, I'll tell you no, you hang up first. Love can really be this simple, just hearing you laugh with me. I like hearing you a little longer, even when we've said goodnight. And if tomorrow gives me something, I already know what I'll do. I'll keep a little part of it until I get to tell it to you. Good night. Wait, I forgot one thing.
You started leaving earlier before I learned to ask you why. Our calls grew shorter every week. Your answers came without the warmth. I tried to keep things easy, as though that might protect us. You spoke about the days ahead and slowly left me out of them. I heard it in the careful words you used whenever we disagreed. agreed. Each sentence ended sooner, each touch became less certain. I could feel you pulling back each time I tried to stay. So I stopped asking questions, I was afraid you'd answer. Don't make this easier for me, I don't want a softer ending. Tell me that you're leaving, even if it tears through me. I can bear the truth from you more than watching love grow distant. Don't turn what we once had into something we can't name. You gave back what belonged to me without making it important. I took each piece and set it down, pretending I could do the same. Then your voice began to tremble and mine refused to follow. For a second we were almost who we had been before. My hand almost moved toward yours, but your eyes had made the choice. I stayed where I was, knowing what I could not change. You said my name so carefully, I wished you hadn't said it, because hearing you that gently made leaving hurt much more. Don't make this easier for me, let it hurt the way it has to. I loved you far too deeply to watch you make it small. Take the years we gave each other, take the plans we couldn't finish, but don't ask me to believe they meant less because they ended. You can walk away from this, you can close what we began, but I can't make my heart agree just because you're letting go. I won't ask you for forever or try to change your mind. Let me stay until you leave and face what this goodbye means. Your footsteps fade beyond me, I hear them getting farther, and for once I don't follow. I shift aside without a thought when someone sits too close to me. My hand moves toward the empty side, like you're supposed to be there. I catch myself buying two, then put one of them back down. It's strange what loving someone leaves in parts of life you never planned. Some habits came undone more easily than others, but a few stayed longer than I ever thought they would. And on the better days, I barely notice anymore. I move through them just fine without getting lost in us. That's when it hurts, baby, not when I'm alone, but when some part of me thinks you're coming home. My heart still goes to you before I tell it not to. It turns your way on its own, like loving has a memory. Darling, I can fill my days, I can laugh and carry on. Then right in the middle of it, I wish that you were there. I don't wanna change your mind. here's where you were. I leave the sweeter half without meaning to at all. You used to steal it with a kiss and laugh before I cared. I catch the things I do that came from being with you. The way I fold a sleeve twice or check the time too soon. I've changed those routines that kept your place around. I stopped expecting us and plans I make alone. But every time I think I'm fine, something gentle proves me wrong. Not enough to break me down, just enough to make me want you. Baby, what am I supposed to do with all these days ahead? I know I can't keep you, but I'm not past you yet. My heart still goes to you, even when I turn away. Every part I thought was healing knows exactly where you are. And it hurts to love you softly with nowhere left to put that love. I can't live without your kisses, but I need you more than I want to. I won't make this beautiful. It gets lonely, it gets hard. I've learned to live around it without saying I'm okay. My heart still goes to you and slowly comes back to me. Maybe that's all longing is, a love that moves both ways. Tonight my hands stay still, my heart doesn't, not yet.
I told you I was running late, said you should go ahead without me. You had somewhere else to be, and I knew I couldn't ask you to stay. You said okay, take your time, like it was nothing either way. So I hurried through what I had to do, thinking you had gone by then. I almost sent another message just to say I wouldn't make it. Then I came around the corner and saw you waiting where we planned. I never asked you to wait for me. You could have left a long time ago, but there you were when I got there, like you'd already made your mind up. You didn't make a thing about it, just looked at me and said you could. I never asked you to wait for me, that's why it meant as much as it did. I started saying I was sorry. You stopped me halfway through the first line, said we still had plenty of time, then asked me what I wanted to do. I knew you'd change your plans already, though you never brought it up. You just started walking next to me, like that was where your night began. I kept thinking of the minutes you could have spent somewhere else. You were talking like they didn't matter. that's what stayed with me. You had somewhere else to be, but you made the time for us. When I finally stood beside you, you never asked me to explain. You just looked at me and started walking like we hadn't lost a thing. I never asked you to wait for me. You never needed me to. You were there when I arrived. You didn't have to say a thing. You could have gone. You stayed. You always leave your keys beside mine, even when you're staying for a while. I used to move them somewhere else. Now I barely notice when you do. You know which songs I always skip. I know which ones you'll sing along to. Sometimes you start before the words, and I can't help but smile at you. I never planned to change my ways, you never asked me to. But somewhere in the little things I started making space for you. I reach for two without thinking, leave a little room beside me. Turn around to tell you something before I even know I will. I never saw it happening. It settled in so naturally. I just keep finding you in all the things I used to do alone. You take forever choosing what to wear, then ask me when you're almost done. I tell you either one looks good. You knew exactly what I'd say. You have a way of changing plans without making a big deal. We end up somewhere else instead, and somehow that feels good with you. It isn't that I need you near every minute of the day. I just like the way my life has learned to leave you space. I reach for two, but without thinking, save the better side for you. Catch myself about to tell you things I never used to share. I never saw it happening. It settled in so naturally. I just keep finding you in all the things I used to do alone. You notice when I'm somewhere else before I say a word. You never push me for an answer. You just stay close enough. And when I picture something good, you're already somewhere in it. Not because I put you there, you just arrive before I think. I reach for two without thinking, and I know just where you'll be. There are parts of every day now I already saved to share with you. Somewhere along the way with you, these little habits came to stay. I never had to name the change. I only knew I liked it this way. So when I make a little space or save the better part for you, I don't even have to
You called me just before you slept. Your voice was soft and tired. You told me everything that happened through your day. I stayed there listening just to hear you a while longer. Then you laughed and said goodnight, like you always used to do. I kept the sound of you with me long after the call went quiet. Baby, the hours feel too long when I can't have you here. I know you're doing fine, and I'm getting through mine too. But even things I usually enjoy feel quieter without you. I don't need much tonight, I only need your voice. The warmth I hear when you speak makes the distance easier. Baby, I need you close sometimes, more than I know how to say. I miss the way you fall into me when all your strength gives way. I miss the way you settle in right before we sleep, and how I pull you nearer without thinking what it means. So darling, take your time, I'll meet you when I can. Until I have you in my arms, love me from where you are. You sent me something beautiful, you knew would make me laugh. I read the words once more and pictured how you'd say them. At times you feel right here, even when you're far away. Then I notice what is missing in the middle of something good. I try to keep myself busy, but baby, you know me. Just thinking I might see you can pull me out of anything. I don't have to figure it out, I know exactly what I miss. I just want the woman I love right here next to me. Come home to me when you can. Let the whole world wait outside. I've been loving you from here for longer than I wanted. And when I finally see your face, don't say anything at first. Just let me hold you there until I believe you're really here. Baby, I need you close sometimes, and I know you need me too. Miles can keep us apart tonight, but they can't undo what we have. You're the sweetest part of love, and the ache I wouldn't trade until I can hold you. Save some love for me. Stay with me one more minute before we end the call. Baby, that's all I need tonight. You told me you were leaving soon for something you'd been working toward. You watched me like you thought I might have something more than words of support. For a second I came close to giving you the truth, but I just smiled and said you'd do fine. And somehow that was all of it. We carried on between us. You kept calling like before. Maybe that's what made it harder to say what I was holding back. You tell me everything, the plans you make, the things you fear. I know the parts you don't show everyone, the reasons that you bring me near. Now you talk about what's ahead, all the places you might go. I listen like I've always listened and say I'm glad to see you grow. You still come to me with questions, still bring me what you can't tell others. I'm closer than I thought I'd ever be, and that just makes the truth feel harder. You tell me everything, the hopes you haven't figured out. I hear it moving through your voice before you even say it out loud. And every time you open up, I almost let my own words through. You give me every part you never hide. I never tell you mine is you. I don't need the timing to be right, or some reason to begin. Next time you tell me what you're thinking, I won't keep mine hidden again. You don't have to meet me where I am, you don't have to answer soon. I just wanna give you something true, the way you've always done for me. Tell me everything, so let me tell you something too. Every time I stood beside you, there was more I wanted to give. I kept it back to keep us close, but hiding isn't enough now. I don't know what this changes, I only know I want it out. You gave me every honest part of you. Here's the one I never knew how to say. The one thing I never gave you was the truth about you and me. That's what I meant to say. You'd move the plans when mine ran late, say the place was fine with you. You'd take the longer way sometimes, so I could take the one I knew. I thought that's how we worked by then, no need to count who gave up what. You made it look so easy then, I never thought it cost that much. Then you stopped saying you were fine when something wasn't what you wanted. You started choosing for yourself. I never wondered what was behind it. You came my way so many times, I barely saw you move. I only saw the space you crossed when you had nothing left to prove. I called it easy, called it us, like love would always bend that way. You came my way so many times, I never came your way. You started deciding without me and doing what felt right for you. You picked the things you really liked without adjusting them for me. At first it seemed so natural, I took it all for something new. I never asked what came before, or what you'd set aside for me. You came my way so many times, I barely saw you move. All the ways you made things fit were things I simply got used to. I called it easy, called it us, never Now let me carry what I can. Let me be the one who changes plans, the one who understands. I can't undo what it cost you, or hand those choices back to you. If there's anywhere from here, I won't make you cross it first. You don't have to move for me. You don't have to meet me halfway. I'll come to your side this time, if you'll let me. Your side this time.
You make me laugh when I'm annoyed, then act like you did nothing. You change the subject when I'm tired, and somehow get me talking. We don't agree on everything. You know exactly when I'm stubborn. I know the look you make before you say I'm wrong. There are times we get impatient when we both need time apart, but you never make me wonder whether love has changed its mind. I don't need us to be perfect. I like knowing that we're real. Even when we lose our balance, we work our way through it. You don't make my life a movie. It finally feels like mine, and somehow having you in it, I wanna live more of it. I love who I am with you, not a better version, not somebody easier, just the person that I am. You can see me at my worst and never make me hide it. I don't have to earn your love every time I have a bad day. That's the kind of love I want, love that never asks for proof. You and me still here like this, without trying to be perfect. You know I hate admitting when you made a better point, so you wait until I'm ready, then pretend you didn't win. I know when you're exhausted, even when you say you're fine. You get quieter when you're worried and talk faster when you're nervous. We've had words we wanted back, we both walked off frustrated, then sat down without rehearsing what either one should say. There is something almost tender in knowing where we differ, and loving what we have without needing that to change. So come to me exactly as you are right now. You don't have to hide what kind of day you had. I love who I am with you, and I love who you are with me. Bring the tire, bring the anger, bring the parts nobody sees. I won't ask you for more than the man you already are. Give me all the days that stumble, they belong in the life we make. We get it wrong sometimes, and learn what each one needs. We don't have to lose ourselves just to meet somewhere between. I love who I am with you, and I know that much is true. Not because you changed my whole life, you just share it as it is. And when an argument goes nowhere, we end up laughing anyway. I'll probably blame you first, even when I know you're right.
lean against me when we talked and lose track of how late it was. I'd walk beside you for a while with too much left to say. You had somebody on your mind, and I could see it wasn't done. So every time I wanted more, I kept it underneath my tongue. Then one day you were on your own, but I've been waiting far too long. You started looking at me differently when I begun to want you less. I wanted you before you wanted me. You wanted me when I was almost through. We had the same thing in our hands, just never at the same time, me and you. I could have told you what I wanted. You could have told me you felt it too. We weren't missing any feeling, we just missed the moment to choose. Yeah. Years later, sitting close again, you smiled and said it like a fact. You know I wanted you back then, and I forgot what I meant to say. The nights you stayed a little longer, the way your fingers touched my sleeve, all those things I call nothing were more than I let myself believe. I wanted you before you wanted me. You wanted me when I shut it down. We carried something for each other, but never knew when to say it out loud. I could have held you without wondering if I was asking for too much. Now you're telling me you felt it, and I don't know what to do with us. If we wanted this at the same time, would I know how you kiss when you're tired? Would you steal the blankets every night? Would I know the words that calm you? Would we fight and make up by morning? Would you laugh when I got things wrong? I'd rather know those little parts of you than keep wondering this long. I wanted you before you wanted me. You wanted me when I was letting it fade. Now you're sitting here and telling me you felt the same in a different way. I'm not asking for those years again. There's nothing you still have to prove. It just hurts to what I wanted most. Was something you were feeling too. And now for once we're face to face, saying what we never said in time. You wanted me, I wanted you, just never at the same time. But tonight, I know you felt it too. You used to stop before a sentence, like you were choosing where to start. I'd see you searching for the right words and try to make the moment light. I'd smile and say we talk about it when everything was less confused. You nod and let the subject disappear, and I believe that meant we're good. You tried again in different ways. I always had an answer ready. I thought explaining what I meant was somehow better than listening. I should've let you finish before I try to make it right. I heard enough to answer, but never heard what hurt inside. You weren't asking me to fix it, you just needed me to stay. And slowly you stopped asking if we could talk about us. Your sentences got shorter, and somehow I called that trust. I thought the quiet meant we made it past whatever came before. I didn't see you stopped explaining because you couldn't ask for more. I should've let you finish before I told you we'd be fine. I kept defending what I meant while you were telling me your side. You weren't asking for an answer or a promise I could make. You were giving me a chance and I kept letting it escape. If I ever hear your voice again, I won't prepare what I should say. I won't turn your hurt into a reason to explain myself away. You don't have to make it easy. You don't owe me one more try. Just let me hear you to the end before I answer this time. I'll let you finish even if the truth is hard. I won't reach for an excuse when you tell me where we are. And if there's nothing left to save, I won't ask you to pretend. I only want to be the man who hears you to the end. If you ever speak to me again, I know what I will do before I answer. I'll listen to you. This time I'll listen.
Catch me halfway through a thought and wait until I find the rest. You make a joke when I get serious, then smile when I protest. You never try to change the mood or tell me how I ought to feel. You just sit close and talk with me until I'm laughing for real. Don't know when it started or when I noticed you making all the simple parts feel warmer than they used to. You're my kind of sunshine, not the kind that fills the sky, just the warmth that finds me gently every time you're by my side. Feel however I do, and I end up smiling anyway. There's a softer way the world feels when I see you smile at me. Face I make before I tell you something isn't fair. You let me finish every word, then grin because you know I'm there. Sometimes you make me laugh too soon when I still want to complain, and I pretend I'm not amused till you make me smile again. Even on the days that drag on, you don't rush to make them good. You just find a way to make me laugh like I knew you probably would. You're my kind of sunshine, warm enough to make me I just like the way I'm lighter by the time we laugh again. I used to think I recognized love the second it arrived, but most days what I notice is how much I laugh with you. But loving you is easier. It happens while we're talking, and the way you look at me before another joke begins. You're my kind of sunshine, and I love you like you are. Not because you solve my problems or always know what to say. It's the way you bring me closer to the softer side of life. And even when you're doing nothing, everything feels easier. Come sit here next to me. You don't have to say a thing. I like who I am around you, and I love you just like